For you to win a little later on in our play to win game. The prize on offer is a football jersey signed by the superstar footballer that is Ronaldo. Don't forget that Spia Asia will do the auction as well a little bit later on. Loads of experiences and sporting memorabilia on offer, and if you go to spiaasia.com you can place your bid right now. You may have seen the F1 replica car in the breakout room. That is one of the prizes you can be winning later on in that Spia Asia auction. Please, ladies and gents, just a reminder to put your mobiles on silence. If you do need to make a call, please just walk outside to the foyer area or into the breakout room as well. Bathrooms are just by the check-in desk as well.
And it was basically a group of brands and rights holders coming together and trying to create a platform for networking and for exchanging best practices and trying to have a formal platform for the industry to come together. In Europe, the different countries have several associations in each country. Today I'm very happy that Andy, the chairman of the European Sponsorship Association, is with us. They are the most established and the most recognized platform for Europe. And they're doing a lot of very, very good things on the educational side and on the networking side within the UK market. And he will tell us much more about this later on. So we have really thought that Asia is so big, we have so many different markets, and we need a platform where we can all come together. So this is where over the last 2 years we have been trying to put together a platform which you see on screen, which is called ASEA, the Asian Sponsorship and Events Association. Why sponsorship and events? Both of them, they feed off of each other. There's no events without sponsorship, and sponsorship is usually linked to events. So we're trying to create a platform where we're looking at entertainment, arts and culture and sports, where people can come together. We have taken in a lot of the learnings of why the Asian Sponsorship Association a few years back was not very successful. We've taken the learnings of why the
European Sponsorship Association was established more than 30 years ago actually, so it was the combination of an organisation called the Institute of Sports Sponsorship, which was principally targeted towards brands that Prince Philip was the trustee of in the early days, and an organisation called ESCA, the European Sponsorship Consultants Association, and those two organisations merged in 2003 to form the European Sponsorship Association. So ESCA, in its current form, is 16 or so years old, and our mission is to inspire, unite and grow the sponsorship industry, and clearly a big
certainly a good segue into what is going to be hopefully an enticing panel for you today. Get your pen to notebooks ready. Certainly sharing some insights around modern sponsorship. And it's a really good segue. Thank you, panelists. Good to see everyone here anyway that we're inside, away from the typhoon. Modern sponsorship. What does that mean for a brand? Vanessa?
Sure, so I'll take it away. Ladies first, right?
Absolutely.
Customers and your staff who actually have stronger affiliation with your brand.
Yeah, absolutely. And so building on that, so what are the fundamental...
Or signage on a stadium, but it's rather finding that fit between you as a rights holder and the property, finding the brand fit, the value fit, and creating marketing campaigns that speak of values rather than specific products or services. And it's through those value stories that you create a bond with the audience, and at some point they're making that purchase, and that's when you come back to mind. So yeah, more values and maybe less
approach sponsorship is almost like a marriage. Like look at the IOC, we've been married for 32 years. Obviously in a marriage there's ups and there's downs. Approach sponsorships in a sort of with a long-term view. Don't just dip in and out. For me, it's important to be consistent on the eyes of your consumers. Inside your own company, it's the first stakeholders that you need to be consistent and to bring the sponsorship into your company as well. And I feel that it's just the same thing as a marketing campaign, right? You start with your insights, your evaluation of your sponsorship starts way before you even sign the sponsorship. So approach it scientifically, track it against financial goals.
A way to keep our fans engaged throughout the summer period to make sure that the momentum stayed and we continue to grow our fan base. Can we move on? So the registration campaign, what did we do? So in terms of driving awareness, we focused on 3 key pools. One was Man City assets. So of course we had our players sending in messages of encouragement, encouraging people to register. We provide a lot of prizes. India is a challenge in terms of access to merchandise because of some of the import duties and things over there. So we wanted to give out my typical slightly cynical self, whereas Ravi was saying, don't worry, it'll be fine, we'll have thousands and thousands. And the first couple of days, we got sort of 300, 400, and I'm getting a bit more nervous. And then all of a sudden it picked up and we were getting 2,000, 3,000 a day. And the response was
Yes, I think video itself is going to be part of the Facebook future. Probably you don't remember, but we only have video on platform for 6 years now. So we're building the video ecosystem. We're pretty new if you compare us to video in other platforms. And of course, sports is going to be a big part of it because there are fans that want to connect with them. So as long as there are sports fans.
In previous events, we call it the World Championship. We felt that it was more important for us to bring the sport to the people in more countries, and therefore we created a system that allowed us to have home and away qualifying games. We now have 80 countries home and away qualifying.
Philippine Basketball Association on his journey coming from a youngster and now is still deeply involved in the basketball scene. So Nick, just give us a background of how you came back to the Philippines. It's very different from our traditional Filipino path towards basketball, but you still have come to become one of the most famous pro basketball players, and you probably serve as inspiration to a lot of the young players right now. So yeah, run us through probably a quick history.
Constantly listening to the stories that everyone has about how they became a superstar, and it talks about and thinks about normal things that happen in our life that allow us to have an inflection point or a point in life where things change and we become a great athlete, and how these things
one more.
Thank you.
Ayun naman.